And when I saw that this morning, I just started trembling with laughter. North Korea is now threatening again. We have a little dictator, tin pot dictator, who for his own ego or for internal consumption just can't shut up. This guy would be pathetic. I mean, he's like a Looney Tunes character, okay? And we're now going to go in and blow up his Acme missiles that he can't get off the launch pad. Except a lot of people are going to die when we do that. And he may be able to, he does have nuclear weapons. He doesn't have any missiles. You know, they haven't even started testing their intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know, when you say ICBM, in North Korea, that means I can't believe it's a missile. Because you see the nose cones tilted up, these fake missiles, missiles that blow up on the launch pad. He doesn't have intercontinental ballistic missiles, folks. He may brag about it, but he doesn't have them. He hasn't even started testing them yet. He hasn't even, for the last several launches, been able to get anything off of the launch pad. But he is still bragging about it. And today he came out and said, in the case of our super mighty preemptive strike being launched, it will completely and immediately wipe out not only U.S. imperialist invasion forces in South Korea and its surrounding areas, but the U.S. mainland and reduce them to ashes. And when I saw that this morning, I just started trembling with laughter. Okay? You should be laughing at this too. But you should also take a lesson from this. Yes, he can be dangerous. Yes, he has weapons. Yes, he has nukes. And maybe he can put them in a submarine and blow them up in a harbor somewhere. And he will if we keep pushing him into this. We have to understand that the people who have a bigger stake in this are China and Russia. And today we've got some footage here. Roll this footage, guys. Russia moves troops and helicopters and armored vehicles to the border with North Korea. And this is a Russian language video. But basically the guy is saying this is a third set of convoys he had seen, and that was Easter Sunday, moving massive amounts of trucks and equipment to the border. Why are they doing that? Well, everybody is very concerned about a massive number of refugees coming from North Korea if a war breaks out there or if there is a breakdown of the economy, and rightfully so. Russia in the past has had to try to come up with immigration agreements with North Korea. So one of North Korea's assets, you wonder, how did they get all the money to build these missiles? Well, they got a couple of different assets. One of them is the ground that they stand on, and then the other one are the people that they stand on. They have a lot of minerals in the ground. They have all kinds of precious metals, but especially rare earth metals, which are in high demand with high technology devices, especially things like the little tiny speakers that are in your iPhones and your Samsung phones. Maybe we should just send them a bunch of Samsung phones that'll explode and blow up as a present. But no, the phones that you have that have speakers with rare earth magnets in them, they can make very small, very powerful magnets with rare earth materials and other things that are used in technology. And so he really is literally setting on a lot of mineral wealth. China has been a big customer. Russia has been a big customer. And the other thing that they make their money from are their people. They allow a lot of their people to go to other countries to work, into Russia, into China, into Malaysia, and they take most of the money that these people earn. So they continue them. They even though they send them outside of the country, they still regard them and treat them as their slaves and take most of the money. Some of these people overstay and try to escape and not go back to North Korea. And then that creates problems of illegal immigration for Russia and for China. Russia tried to work out an agreement sending these people back when they would capture them. And of course, that created a lot of concern because the people that were sent back were treated as enemies of the state by these little tin-pot dictators in North Korea. And so it was a humanitarian issue. They started working on treaties. So that's been a problem, ongoing problem with Russia, an even bigger problem for China. China has already had, in 1998, they've had a massive number of people who were released on purpose by the Chinese, just as Castro did with the Mariel boat lift, emptying his prisons into South Florida for the most part. Remember the movie Scarface? That was about the consequences of that, the people coming in who were out of Castro's prisons. Well, they did that in China as well. And if there were to be an economic breakdown because of sanctions, or if there was to be a war, there could literally be millions of people flooding across the borders. That's why China has prepositioned troops to the border. That's why Russia has prepositioned troops to the border. They're very concerned about that. As a matter of fact, China is so concerned about illegal immigrants from North Korea that, guess what? They put up a wall. Imagine that. They put up a wall, a security fence between them and North Korea. The Great China Wall is not across their border between China and North Korea. It's trying to keep the Mongols out. And that's an ancient wall. But nevertheless, they actually put up a wall, and they put a bounty on the heads of people if you turn in an illegal immigrant to China, and if they successfully deport them, then you get a cash prize for that. So they're doing all this kind of stuff. They understand that they cannot assimilate an unlimited number of people. Every nation understands that. But see, China is able to burn coal and not invoke the wrath of the global community. They can protect their economy. They are the most protectionist of all the economies. They can do that and not be criticized for being protectionists or trying to start an international trade war or another Great Depression. That's the kind of criticism that they leveled at Donald Trump when he said he was going to protect our trade. But China does that all the time. And yet you have the Chinese president going around talking about how we have to have a global climate treaty and we have to have open trade and so forth. They are the ones playing 4D chess, folks. The Chinese are the ones playing 4D chess. We should not be begging them to contain North Korea. They should be begging us for help to contain North Korea.
In ancient times, man roamed the earth in a constant state of hunting or being hunted. Introducing Caveman, where cutting-edge science meets ancient super nutrients. Secure your bottle right now at InfoWarsStore.com.